Guys, it is Friday, May 14th of 2021. My name is Doris and this is the Knit and Pearl Podcast, episode 217. It is the faux show. Also, it has 7 years since I started podcasting. My first podcast was May 1st of 2014. So, 7 years. Wow. In social media, I am One Fine Cow. On Ravelry and Twitter, I am One Fine Design, the number one. On Facebook and Etsy, and I'm Doris M. Smith, all lowercase, and smooshed together on Instagram. This podcast has a Ravelry group, which is the Knit and Pearl Podcast group. And I have an Etsy store. But you don't have to remember any of that because in the down bar below, there are links to the show notes, to the Ravelry group. And if you click on the show notes and go over there, at the top of the screen below the video insert are the link, all the clickable links to my social media. So you can go click, follow me, and I'll follow you back. Story of the week and stash enhancement. I do have some stash because, it was my birthday last weekend. And so I treated myself. First came in the mail. I told you I was ordering more yarn from Ice. So I got... This is the Saver, the Draylon, 100% Draylon acrylic. Amazing stuff. This one is mint green. Those are the numbers. Pretty. And I just got some white. They don't know what they're going to be yet. I was thinking maybe a sweater for me or something. Putting them down here because my table is stacked. So I also took a trip to Hobby Lobby with the excuse that I needed more white to finish the sweater. While I was there, I picked up one of these. This is all I love this yarn. Because I have one of these and I wanted another one because this might become a bag. I also purchased some of this. I made a hat and I have like more than half of a skein, so I bought another one to make something with this. Let me tell you I'll show you the colors. It's Candy Stick Stash. Yep. Bought another one of those and I bought 2 of these. Because, you have to buy 2, so you'll have enough for a nice project. This is called Cypress Landing. It's pretty. So that is all of the stash that I can remember. I'm going to put these over here because, like I said, my table is stacked up. Okay. That's all of that. A week ago Thursday, I had my stress echo and got blessed with a monitor to wear. But I got a call from the doctor on Friday. That stress echo was not pleasant. And to walk on a treadmill with a mask on, trying to get your heart rate up to 140, and then all of a sudden stopping, laying down, and letting it was stressful, to say the least. Excuse me, I've got something in my throat. So the doctor called me on Friday and said that there was some irregularity in the stress echo. So yeah, on Monday I have to have a heart cath and a possible stent placement because they think there might be a blockage. So yeah, and also my work schedule this week was very low. I don't think I worked 20 hours, which is not great on my checkbook, but kind of a blessing because of all the health stuff. So please keep me in your thoughts and prayers. And I will post either on the Ravelry group and possibly on Instagram just to let you know how things went. I would thank you guys so much. So let's move on to the foes. I have 4 foes. One of them is not with me, but I will insert pictures. I'm going to show you in the order that you can see right here. In the order that they were complete, I did finish the Tessellated Heart blanket, which was I bought the pattern on Etsy from Fiber Spider. The yarn was the Ice Yarn Saver in pink, and I use an eye hook, and it is huge. It goes from my chin to my toes. So, yeah, I love it. I think it's beautiful. I laid down in bed and covered up with it and said, yep, perfect. So, I did, it was actually just, let's see, 4, 5, 5.5 skeins of the Saver. It's gorgeous. It feels squishy and nice. And it's also just beautiful. I love it. So that was completed. Then I completed Sunday night watching American Idol. This one has a story, kind of a story, and some Bible verses I want to share, if you don't mind. The 3 triangles shawl, which is a free pattern on Ravelry by Anastasia Zettel. The yarn is Ice Yarn Rainbow, and I used the J hook. So Sunday, when I was working on it while watching American Idol, I thought, you know what? I think this is big enough. But I have this personality thing where I like things to be even. So I was counting how many rows there were. And I counted a couple times, and I saw that there were 51. Something in my spirit said, yes, 51 is okay. But then I was thinking, something is like significant about 51. So I went on my phone because I had it with me, and I typed in 51. And of course, it just came up with Area 51, blase, blase. And I'm like, that's not it. And something whispered to me, Psalms 51. So I'm going to read you the first 13 or 14 verses of Psalms 51, if you don't mind. I hope it will be a blessing to you, because it was to me. Psalms 51 was written by David after his adulterous affair with Bathsheba. So here we go. Have mercy on me, O God, according to your unfailing love, according to your great compassion, blot out my transgressions and cleanse me from my sins. For I know my transgressions, and my sin is always before me. Against you and you alone have I sinned, and done what is evil in your sight. So you are right in your verdict, and justified when you judge. Surely I was sinful at birth, sinful from the time my mother conceived me. Yet you desire faithfulness even in the womb. You taught me wisdom in secret, in that secret place. Cleanse me with hyssop, and I will be clean. Wash me, and I will be whiter than snow. Let me hear Let me hear joy and gladness. Let the bones you have crushed rejoice. Hide your face from my sin and blot out all my iniquity. These are my favorite verses. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. Do not cast me away from your presence or take your Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of my salvation, of your salvation, and grant me a willing spirit to sustain me. Then I will teach transgressors your ways, so that sinners will turn back to you. That was a blessing, and I felt the need to share it along with this beautiful wrap, which when I put on, I will remember Psalms 51. There you go. It's beautiful. I love it. Perfect fit. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's big, warm, comforting, in more ways than one. So, there you have it. So, I also finished the Ricky hat, which is a free pattern on Ravelry by Sarah Young. The yarn is the Himalaya Everyday Viking. The needles I used were a J-hook. No. I used US 4s, which is 3.5 on the rim. And I used US 7, which is 4.5. I did not do a super slouchy. Let me get the yarn so you can see, in case somebody wants to know the color, because I have another whole skein. Here are the lot numbers. I got this from Hobium. There you go. I'll put this on so you can see it. Like I said, I knitted it for 6 inches and then did the crown. So it's got a little bit, but the way I wear my hats, it's got just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. It's more like a beanie, but it's good. And the Ricky hat is so amazing. I love it so much. So, the final finished object yesterday, last evening, I finished the worsted Sangrian sweater, which is the paid for pattern on Ravelry by Morgan Waltzworth. The yarn I used was I Love This Yarn, Hobby Lobby, and Hot Pink, Lime Green, Royal, Mixed Berry, White, and the needles was a 10.5. I think it's 6 millimeter. I don't know. So I will insert pictures here of the finished object because I wanted to get it to the person it belonged to. So I gave it to her today, put it on. It fit her, so she was happy. So right here, I'm going to insert the pictures. Okay. So, works in progress. I have done nothing with this bag. It's still sitting here. I did prep this, but I did not do anything with it. I was just wanting to get some stuff. But I also started another one, a small one, that's going to have this. This is going to be the lining for it. So hopefully by next time, which I said last time that this would be done. But I did finish 4 other things, so, you know, it's only been 2 weeks. So, yeah, this is another one. This is the, well, this one was the fatter fat bottom bag, and this is just the original fat bottom bag. It's going to be a small one. And that's a free pattern on Ravelry by Cindy Coleman. This yarn is unknown. I'm pretty sure it's Red Heart Super Saver, and I used a J hook. This one I used I think it's an H. So these are coming up. Hope I will get those done by the next time I podcast. So, also, I started, if you can see, let me pull it up a little closer, maybe, so you can see. I started spinning the second 2 ounces of this, and this is what I have left to spin. So I did do some spinning the last 2 weeks, and I've just got this much more, and then doing the flying, and that will be done. So yay, I did do some spinning. So, okay. What else do I have to share with you? Oh, another thing. I started another sweater for my lady. But this one is just because I still have this yarn. So I want to use up all this yarn. So I started another one of the worsted sangria, but I'm only using the frame of the pattern and just not doing any color work, just using the frame. I don't know what you would call it. I modified it by not doing the color work, but just knitting the pattern without the color work. So just to use up this yarn and to give my lady another sweater to wear in air conditioning this summer. So yeah, I'm just going through, I'm just going to just like knit until one color's gone, go to the next color, knit till it's gone, and so on till this is done. So, and I do have another skein of the green and the pink. When I use up all these other half or quarter skeins, I will just my plan is to finish the body of this with the green, because there's still got pink and purple, and then I'll pick up the green again with the new skein to finish the body, and then I plan on using the pink for the sleeves. So it's going to be a really wild color block sweater. I started this last night, and this is how much I got done. It's a lot. I probably have about 10 or so more rows before I separate for the sleeves. So this will hopefully be a quick knit, and especially since I'm not doing color work on the sleeves, it'll be so much easier to do the sleeves will be easier to do magic loop, because I won't be doing color work. Anyway, those are the things that I'm working on. Those are the things that I've finished. This is the things that's been going on for the last 2 weeks. I had a okay birthday. I wasn't feeling the best, so nothing major happened. We went out Friday night. We went to Ruth Chris's on Friday night of the 7th, because my sister-in-law and I share a birthday month. Hers was the 7th, mine's the 9th. So they took us out for our birthday, and we went to Ruth Chris, which is a really nice steakhouse. And I had the best bone-in ribeye. No, bone-in New York strip steak. It was delicious. It was wonderful spending time with my friends and family. It was really good. And then Sunday I did nothing. I think I got dressed in the afternoon just so I could take a picture of myself for Instagram saying this is 61, you know. It was good. I've had restful. I've been having, you know, some discomfort. But all in all, I'm good, and God's going to take care of me in whatever situation. So thank you so much for watching. And hopefully I'll see you in 2 weeks for the next episode of the Knit and Purl podcast. Bye, you guys.